and someone else I talk to, they lie. They freaking lie. I'm not getting out of my country at all. And I say this just for my protection. I don't get out of my country. I do not be in the USA at all. Not for many years. Not in many years, I mean. They will say, when I was a little kid, I have never ever ever been in the USA. So if someone try and lie on me, they are mistaken. Because if you lie to some people, it's yourself to get in very bad trouble when you get older. I have noticed something. I was in my country outside of USA. I just tell this just for someone who will know the truth. And when I'm in my country, when I get out like on vacation or like sit on a flight, go to England or Spain or whatever, I have only 3 people who watching me 24/7. So that is impossible to me to be in the USA when I was at my own home. Because in my brain I had 2 eyes. And if you have 2 eyes with a brain, you remember you are not in the USA. If I be in the USA one time, or maybe few times, I will have 3 people around me, or 1, maybe 2. When I go to a restaurant, or I go to a movie, or to the store, I can never get out without a person or 2. So that is like you will be watched 24/7. And I'm a loner. When I'm a loner, I sit and play games. How can I get to USA if I sit here and play some games? How can that be possible? Because you cannot have...
That's crazy, right?
Hey, I'll be right back. I'll be right back. I'll see you in a bit, alright?
Tyrone. Oh, Tyrone, you killed me, didn't you?
So, yeah, like I said, I need to have 3 people I need to have 3 people. Yeah, I need to have 3 people around me every single day, from January to December. I cannot, never, ever, ever be out with some people, or I can go alone. So that means I need to have a lot of free people with me 24/7, 356 days in a year. So that is impossible to be in the USA. So I'm not lying, I'm saying the truth. So someone else lie, not me. And this is just a message to someone. I don't say the full truth, because that is the whole truth. So I'm safe for this because I did not get to meet someone. So one thing is I did not be in the USA. And the second of all, if someone lie, there will be that will be something else with that person who lying, instead of telling the whole truth. Because if you lie to some people, it's your own mistake, and it's your own like you don't get out of that lying when you try and lie, and you say someone say the hey blah 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 blah, you know, and it's telling that is the whole truth. No, that is wrong. The whole truth is, if you say something to some people, you need to say the whole freaking truth. And when you say the whole freaking truth, you will say how and what to do. That is just a lie that person I try and talk about, but I can't because this is little too far. So I will be off. I don't live stream so much because I live stream when I want to or when I talk to. So my question to one special person, if you're watching this, are telling the truth that another person did not tell the truth, just lie. So my question is, to you, bro, and you know who I talk about, I'm okay. Because if you live in an apartment or rent apartment from your state, and when you stay there for like over 10 years or maybe 20 years and cannot get out in the another country or foreign country or whatever you call it, if you cannot do that, who has the full right to say the whole truth? And I'm saying the whole truth. I am not lying. I say the whole truth. I cannot be outside of my country. I need to have 3 people to watching me when I'm in another country. Where I am in another country, I need to when I'm on a hotel, they are there. When I'm go out to eat some dinner on a restaurant, they are there. When I'm in the apartment, in the hotel, they are there. If I sleep, they are there. They are there. They are anywhere where I go, 24/7. It's one thing I could say, but I can't, because another thing, I haven't uh, be outside of my country to the USA. If I was, I need to have 3 people. That is some law here. You need to have some people to watching you if you have some problems, when you have a syndrome or diagnosed with something. You need to have some people to watching you if you don't do something stupid again. And when a normal person go out from their country and he do nothing at all, just have a girl who is like over 18 or 20, maybe up to 27 or around there, the same age, or like a little more or a little under, I'm not sure. This is just an example. And they are normal, they're going out of their countries, and it's alright. But to me, and I say this again, I am not be in the USA. I was in my country the whole time. When I was out of my country was in 1990. When is 1990? Okay. First thing and all, I don't know about the USA. I know about that at school, but I did not know the whole thing. And when I was in 1990, one trip that it was in Spain, only Spain, and then 1 week after I get home. And in 2000, no record on me to be in the USA. So I think someone else need to tell the whole truth instead of lying the whole truth. That means they have something in the head, or they have not a headache, but something has some problem in the head, like they have a mind, it's like a mind inside the head, and they think they're telling the whole truth, but behind the whole truth they're lying. I'm not sure, because I'm not a doctor. So is that true? Is that truth? If someone trying and tell the truth, but they're lying behind. So I think a person, I don't say name, I think a person need to telling the whole truth without lying. So again, again, I say, I'm not, no, not at all stayed in the USA. I'm not visit USA, and I'm never ever ever going and do something stupid in the USA. I maybe learn a few law down there, and I have always I talk to someone where they're working where I am now. Some of them, if they want me to be in USA, I need to be in few certain states, like New York with 3 people, Miami with 3 people, or in LA with 3 people. Wherever I go, they cannot let me go because I need to have 1 or 2 person to watch me. I need a lot of people. I need a lot of people who. I need to have a lot of people who is with me anywhere where I am. So yeah, like I try and say, if you think I'm lying over the truth, I'm not. When I lie, or a white lie, what it called, or whatever, I just joke around if I'm lying. That is my statement. My another statement is, when I'm telling the truth, I'm telling the whole truth and all about the truth. So what that means is I'm not lying at all, because if I lie, I'm bad. If I'm telling the truth and the whole truth, I'm good. So I think someone else is in trouble, not me. I don't say name, and that person will need to say the whole truth. Everything is a lie when they're talking, because I hear it over and over again. I'll be an actor. I'll be like, yeah, it's true. It's the truth and everything and blah 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 blah. No, you're wrong. That is a lie. And when that person tell a lie, I know it's a lie. I never ever 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 stay in the USA. I never have my foot on the airport in the USA, like New York. No, I'm not at all. Like I told you, I need to have 3 people with me when I'm outside of my country. Always, because that is one thing is is a law where in my country is. Second of all, I rent a apartment from my state, and I like to be alive, not be like grill like BS, you know. So, hey bro, if you hear about me right now, please tell me I'm telling the whole truth and the what are they called? The truth and the whole, the truth, the whole truth and all about the truth. If you know that is right way to say that, because I can talk to someone with me. Their voice will be shared on here, and they say no. I say no. You know I'm not lying. I'm telling the whole truth about that. So, what else will happen? I'm safe. I go and play my games alone. I play games when I want to, and I live stream when I want to. But sometimes I don't have my sound on. I have my sound on now because something just happened. So when something is happened, I always talk like a truth person will do, not like lying. And if I lied and say I was in the USA, nope, I'm not that person who lying. I cannot lie. I did lie when I was younger. I did lie then, but something is happened with my heart and my head and my tummy is telling you cannot say, you need to say the truth, not lying. Because if you're lying to some people, and white lie or whatever it's called, you will be in big trouble. But if you're telling the whole truth to people, yep, you are not getting in trouble. Because when you're telling the 100% the truth about something and it never happened, that means you are free to go. And you have proof about you never ever be in the USA. I said I need to have 3 people on me wherever I need to go. I need to have people around me 24/7, 356 days in a year, each and every year. I need to have people around me to help me to be better and getting well and knowing what is right, not is wrong. I need to have people around me every single time to let me know what or what not to say, or like on the PS4. So if I am on PS4 right now, but but something is I almost lose my voice now, because I just wake up very fast, and I'm not lying at all on this at all. You know, when I'm telling the truth, I tell the whole truth and all about the truth. That is a signature in the USA, and I know that because I see a lot of movies. When I see a lot of movies, I know which sentence or what I'm gonna do. So I go to single player, and I don't know why I did not get out of my online. So if I go to USA in New York, that take me 18 or 22 hours. And if I'm playing on here for how long?
That ain't fair.
That is not true. So that is not the truth. I did not get outside of my country, my own country. What I did in 1990 was only in Spain. In 2000, I was on vacation in Europe. And when I say Europe, I mean Europe, around there, and almost down to Africa. I was one time in Africa and another times around Europe. Never happened in the USA. If I was in the USA, I will told you now. So that will say I'm telling the truth and not lying. So what a person think is a lying? Nope. I'm not. I'm telling the truth. If you want more proof, I'll say to someone else who is with me or who is working here, maybe a little bad English, but still, they say, if they say no, they're meaning no, because I need to have free people around me all the time. All the time. And the past 10 years or 15 years I live here, I was here, I walk to the store like a normal person do, buy some food, potato chips, soda, water, and go home with the food and everything in small bags, and then put it into the kitchen. Each and every day, each and every year, I did not get to the USA because one is take me 18, around 12 to 18 hours, maybe 22. Second, I cannot have my PS4 to the USA or outside of my country because you need to buy a new PS4 to be aware in the USA. You need to buy a PS4 on a store in the USA. I did not. And the third thing, I have not a green card. And when you need to visit USA from a foreign country or outside of USA, you need to have a green card. Someone told me you need to have a green card, and I did not get a green card, and I need to talk to the USA ambassador in my country to get in the USA. So you need to follow some rules, law, and some rules. So what I'm telling right now, all that I'm telling is 100% truth. Nothing is lying. I never lie, and I never will lie again. I did lie when I was younger, like I said, not when I'm a grown person. So I think someone else is lying, not me. So you cannot blame me if I got your proof. So if I get you proof, I'm not lying at all. And you know this. You know this. When I talk and what I talk about is like a little private, but I need to say what is the truth. I could lie, but I can't not lie about when you say the truth and all about the truth. You cannot lie about that. You can have a lying detector, but no. I say no, and that is right. If I say yes, that is a lie. So, you cannot beat a lying detector. If someone say, do you visit USA for how many years? No. And when they're thinking a little bit, and they say, hey, that is the truth, not a lie. So, I will say good night, have a good day or night or whatever. And when I'm live stream again, I live stream with some games and not talking, or I can talk a little bit, but I think my voice is going to change. So I think I'm a little sick, because if someone try and grill me like a mistake or something like that, I'll be sick and my voice will be hurt. So I'm not telling I'm not lying. I'm telling the truth. So there you got the proof. If you want the proof, you got the proof. I do not, never, ever, ever, ever be in the USA. I need to have a green card if I be in the USA from my country on my passport. But I don't, because it's expensive to get a green card. And you need to talk to a USA ambassador in this country, or anywhere country is a USA ambassador, to let you know when you are going on a flight to USA, when you land in the US, and what is your full name and everything. So I did not be in USA. Someone else I know, they are. I can't. I'm not sure why, but I need to have people who follow me all the time. So again, this is not a lie. This is the truth. So good night. Hello.